Smithson. And fighting out of Leeds Beckett Thai boxing, Alex Redman!
One down. See that? He goes, the left side over goes, the same class, he goes, yeah.
Okay, we've got Alex Redman making his way to the ring. We are commencing with the second half of our Fight Night show here today. It'll be the final end-class bout of the evening. Still the 5 1.5 minute rounds being fought in the 12-ounce gloves. Two gentlemen fighting here today. Okay, seconds away from the ring there. And we have our bout on the way here. It's a good cross there from Smithson. And again, as alluded to in his preamble, Alex leading him with the kicks there. A couple of nice low kicks straight away. Gets clipped on the way through.
Smithson driving him back there off the catch.
We got a pair of bulls in the ring right now. Catching a sweep, beautifully
really nice
done.
sweep,
Beautifully
really
done
nice
by
sweep.
Redman.
Lovely technique on that catch and sweep there from Redman.
Smithson drops down for a body shot, catches a cross on the way out. Nice solid guard from Smithson. And a counter cross from Alex. Couple of low kicks there. Liam catches, he wants that sweep. Almost get it, but he's definitely got to adhere to that two-step rule. Crowd getting behind their fighters. It's a strong low leg. You see his leg buckle there on it.
A nice little foot sweep there from Alex, just getting him off balance.
Overhand right, whiffs. Alex there, definitely taking the outside track in this fight, isn't he? Not the man to be standing in the middle.
No, Smithson, you know, he's
Looks heavier.
Stance. He's dropping his weight. Oh, lovely sweep there. What a sweep.
Beautifully done, just to cap off the round there. Very technical, I've got to say, from the big men.
Yeah, he looks calm. He's, you know, I think this is the first fight where we have seen them not kind of go out at 100 miles an hour. You know, maybe showing a little bit of experience, not to go out too fast.
Absolutely, these men showing a nice composed head. Alex did say to me that he's been training for about 2.5 years, mixing in K1 and Muay Thai. He's not had previous fights, so this will be his debut, but showing some maturity perhaps beyond his years.
Yeah, for a first fight, you know, you'd expect sometimes people to go out a bit fast, get a bit excited, but
as we've seen many times.
Yeah, absolutely. He seems like he's quite calm, relaxed in there. You know, if he lands a shot, he's not jumping on it too quickly. He's taking his time, which I'm sure from his corner, that's what they're going to be wanting to see from a first round.
Absolutely.
So Smithson in the first round, he's dropping low in his stance.
Oh, laying down the law early as Smithson had a grimace on his face as he landed that.
Yeah, he looks mean as he's coming forward, Smithson.
It's a nice low kick. I think these chaps are going more for the sort of calf kick type low, rather than sort of chopping down on the thigh muscle.
Yeah, there's been a few of them on the outside calf kick. Another one there. You know,
it's an interesting take considering they're wearing the shin guards.
Yeah, it's good, you know, for an off balance, sweeping the front foot out of the way, as you saw there again.
And again sends him twirling.
I'm just wondering if we'll see, you know, fighters now start to turn their knee out to block that low calf kick.
There's another one that comes through there. I got to say, Smithson has had some real success with that right hand. It's a good teep, catches him a bit lower, and he dodges like he's nothing.
Oh,
it's a heavy low kick. Alex is really enjoying that.
And he is, you're right, he's going for these low kicks. He's not hitting it on the thigh as you'd expect. He's going
almost sort of to the knee, just below that as well. Which really, I mean, if you get some ligaments in your knee, they start to swell up, they start to get a bit ganked up. It's really not a fun time.
Yeah, it's a mean technique going for around the knee.
Good left hook. Another low kick. You got to think that those are going to start to bother Liamson there. Alex dipping his head off. He's dropping the guard, but the head movement is there at least. But he's got to be very careful. Liamson looking strong in the clinch, straight into the plum. Couple of nice right hands in tight.
Yeah, some nice head movement from Redman at the end there. As you said, he dropped his hands a bit, but managed to get his head out of the way, which is
very elusive. He's showing elusiveness again. Not typical for the bigger fighters.
No, I think Redman does look like the quicker fighter, a little bit more agile.
Definitely feel that Smithson is planting those feet, you know, and again, that's maybe why he's being caught with those low kicks, but it's why he's going to have success with his boxing. You plant yourself, you get the power behind it.
And we may see that going forwards if Redman does start to tire towards the later rounds. Smithson, I think, is going to just keep coming forwards in that low stance, planting his feet and letting those hands go, so he could see, you know, he could see that pay off a little bit more as we go towards the later rounds.
And that's the thing, like you always see it with low kicks. They're an investment. They're not an immediate fight ender. They're not going to knock your opponent out immediately unless you really catch one. But they are the death by 1,000 cuts approach.
Yeah, and with this low calf kick as well, it's slightly different. He hits another one there. If you get on that nerve on that leg, you can get a bit of the drop foot. You don't know where you
feeling.
Exactly, simply. And you lose all your footwork.
Couple of nice stinging fists flying for Mr. Smithson. Pushes him off, comes back with a teep, does Redman.
Yeah, that was a nice push there into the corner from Smithson, really coming forwards.
Really good knees. He's really trying to box his head off here, but he's catching low kicks on the way in. Alex has said, oh, it's a strong shot to the body. Alex is being backed up here. Again, just thinking about the optics for the judges. You know, you don't really want to be the one backing up through the round. Even if you are landing some strikes, it's not going to look good. He's got to be very careful dipping his head off to the left like that.
Yeah, it's a good right hand there from Smithson, pushing him back. He's definitely on the front foot this round, pushing him towards the corners.
Comes off to the side. I mean, this head movement is absolutely lovely, but he's working with a margin of absolute millimetres.
That's a lovely right hand in the corner there.
Catches him there.
Nice uppercut through the middle.
On the back foot, goes low again. Catches one on the inside leg. Couple of tight rights there. He keeps going to that. Again, he'll grab one with his left hand and he'll throw a few corkscrew punches up the middle, does Smithson. Yeah, and we're another round.
He's been taking a bit of an angle on the clinch and throwing that uppercut through the middle, which he's found a bit of success with. I think he is starting to feel that low calf kick as well. I've seen him try and raise his leg a few times now, trying to check that. So
it's got to be sore at this point. He has taken several of those really heavy low kicks, but he's still in there. And to be honest, he's got the hands so far from what we've seen. He's definitely got the puncher's chance per se.
Yeah, and as styles go, you know, those kicks, they're a lot more damaging to a fighter. There's a lot more in and out, bouncing, agile, whereas Smithson's much more plant your feet, come forwards, be direct, push them.
Absolutely. So he's not going to be the type to maybe be floating around on on his tippy toes. But again, he's got to be very, very careful. If he can, you'd obviously recommend him to start checking those kicks. But the hands seem to be working. And again, Alex may be looking like he's tiring slightly in that last round. We'll see how the conditioning holds up.
Yeah, I think so. With those
strong teep,
with those checks as well, it's not even necessarily lifting the leg up like a classic block. It's just turning your knee out.
Absolutely, and that's the thing. Like the low kicks, when you are that low, like you say, it's a completely different angle to be working on. Nice clinch in there. See, even in the clinch, Alex even chopped in a little low kick in there when he was in the clinch. Forwent a knee, and he is dipping that head away, but it's working.
Yeah, Smithson is looking strong in the clinch, so he's grabbing it nice and tight. He's throwing knees. Oh, it's a big right hand.
Big right hand. Down goes Redman. Smithson must be very happy with his handiwork there. Sent him down.
Yeah, lovely right hand over the top there to drop him.
Redman looks like he's back up to his feet, looking like he's coming back to be aggressive here. He's got to be careful about being caught with the hands of the Smithson. Very dangerous. He's got to be very careful with that head movement. It's working for him so far, but after a knockdown like that,
it's a dangerous game as well when you've been knocked down to come in aggressive straight away. You know, some people would like to back off a little bit, try and get their legs under him a little bit more.
Absolutely, he's looking a little bit laboured, does Redman. Tries to keep him away with a teep. Conditioning perhaps being a bit of a factor in this round. Yeah, and that is the end of it. I think Redman's got to be thankful to be hearing that bell.
Yeah, he's looking a little bit tired towards the end of the round. You could see even in the clinch exchanges, struggling to keep his head up. Once your head's being pulled down like that, you know, it's not a good sign if you can't keep your head up. But he's still in the fight, which is the main thing. Absolutely.
I mean, if I'm in Redman's corner, he's had absolute money with that low kick all night, but he needs to not keep going back to that well. He needs to at least mix it in with some other strikes. He needs to fire off maybe some left kicks instead, use his boxing a little bit more, and at the very least, keep them hands up, because that's something that Smithson has been working him on this whole round, is the boxing.
I think there is something to say as well about when it is your first fight, if you do find a bit of success with something early on, it's very easy to fall into that trap of going over and over again. This will always work. He's got to mix it in, mix some hands. I'm sure that's what his corner will be telling him now.
Absolutely. Again, in the lead up to this, he did say that he'd particularly worked on keeping people on the outside, being rangy, using his kicks, and maybe in a similar fashion to what Mr. Conway had earlier. But I think the game plan of Smithson has sort of overwhelmed a lot of the range striking of Mr. Redman.
Yeah, it's hard to keep the range on someone that's being as aggressive as Smithson is. You know, he's pushing forward, he's clinching, he's throwing
strong
knees.
In the clinch as well.
And he looks strong, you know, when you look at him, he looks strong, he looks like he's strong in the clinch.
Again, I think Smithson is realising the definite turn in the tide. Definite turn in the tide. Redman catches one on the forehead. He's got to be coming forward, his corner urging him to come forward. You've got to think this is about the heart now. He's got to just keep pressing forward. Smithson keeping him on the outside with his jab.
Again, he's moving that head to the left again, as you were saying earlier. I don't know if Smithson will start to clock that and load up some right kicks or big right hands.
Well, sort of to your point, you know, you don't circle to your opponent's power. You also don't want to be dipping your head to their power as well.
Landed a big right hand there, though, Redman.
That he did. These lads are exchanging, but it's just the backward footwork. You've got to think they might punch each other and they might land at the same time, but you've got Smithson coming forward and you've got Redman coming backwards. It's going to be Smithson taking the win on that exchange all day.
Yeah, but credit to Redman, he's still there, he's swinging, he's trying to come forward.
Lovely uppercut.
And he's got lovely head movement as well out of the way.
There we go. I think Smithson's starting to enjoy himself a little bit, lands a low kick. Redman comes over, big right hand, lovely.
But a really good showing there from Redman, especially for a first fight, you know.
We've gone to the judges' scorecards, and by unanimous decision, your winner in the red corner, Liam Smithson.